Hey guys, this video is going to be a Top 10 Tuesday video. For those of you who don't know, Top 10 Tuesday is a meme started by the blog The Broke and the Bookish, and instead of doing it on Tuesdays, I've been going through all of the old topics on my blog and here, but I haven't done one in a while, and I think the last several that I did were all on my blog, so it's been even longer since I've done one here. However, I'm going to start trying to do them more often, starting with this one, so hopefully they will be happening more often after this. The topic for this one is top 10 books I can't believe I've never read. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the original post on The Broke and the Bookish, so you can look at it, and there's links to all of the other posts for this topic and all of that if you're interested. Number 1 on my list is Lord of the Rings. I have seen all of the movies and enjoyed them, and I read The Hobbit in 7th grade, but I have not read The Lord of the Rings, and it's something that I've always planned to do, but I have yet to actually do it. Number 2 is the rest of the Ouran High School Host Club series. This is the only manga on this list, although there's probably another manga I could have added. This is volume 6. This is where I'm at. I've read the first 5 volumes, and I own 6 through 9, I think. I think through 10. But I haven't read them yet. And I have quite a few of them at school with me in order to read them, but I still haven't gotten to it, and that needs to happen because the manga is actually finished now. I think, it's all been published, and there's 20-something volumes, I think. So, when I started reading it, it wasn't all published, and now it is, and it's been years, and I'm still not through it. I'm only on volume 6, so it's taken me a really long time to get around to it. Number 3 is actually 2 different books by the same author, and they're Sarah Dessen's 2 latest books, and I had the titles, but now I can't remember them, and I don't want to screw them up, so I'm not going to say them. But they're her 2 latest books. I've read every single other thing she's written. She's one of my favorite authors, and I own one of these books. I don't have it at school with me though, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it, and I haven't even gotten around to buying the other one, but that needs to happen because she's one of my favorite authors, and I know that I'll enjoy the books, but I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet. Number 4 is Anything by Maureen Johnson. I follow her on Twitter. She is awesome, and I know that I would really enjoy her books. I own a copy of one of her books. I own a signed copy of one of her books, but I haven't actually read it yet. And again, that's at home. I don't even have it at school with me. But I need to get around to reading that. Number 5 is Matched by Ali Condi, because I've been wanting to read it forever, and I own it. And I want to read the whole series, and I've heard mixed things. I've heard a lot of really good things, but I've also heard some not so good things, so I don't really know, but I really want to read it. It's one of several dystopian books that I have on my list to read because I really enjoy dystopian, but I haven't read a ton of it, and I feel like I need to read more, and that's one of the ones that I want to read, although I also don't want to get burnt out on it, so I don't know, but I really need to get around to reading it. The rest of my list is all classics. Number 6 is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I feel like this is a book that everyone has read in school, and I never did. And I know a ton about it. I hear about it all the time, and I pretty much know the entire story because I've heard about it so much, but I have yet to actually read it, and I'm not entirely sure if I would enjoy it or not, but I still feel like I should read it. Number 7 is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Wuthering Heights is one of my favorite books ever, so I really want to read Jane Eyre and see if I like her sister's writing as much as I do hers. So yeah, but I haven't gotten around to it, but it's been on my to-read list for a really long time. 8 is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I haven't even seen any of the movie versions or anything, but this is another book that I pretty much know the entire plot, and I feel like everyone read in school except me. And again, The Catcher in the Rye, I'm not entirely sure if I would enjoy the book, but I still want to read it. Number 9 is any of Charles Dickens. I've always been really intrigued by Charles Dickens books. I really want to read them, but I haven't. I've seen a ton of adaptations of A Christmas Carol, of course, movie-wise, TV-wise. I've seen it performed as a play, just everything, but I've never actually read it, and I've actually read play adaptations of A Christmas Carol. But I haven't read the actual book, and I haven't read any other Charles Dickens, and I really think that I need to change that at some point. Number 10 is more Jane Austen. I read Pride and Prejudice in 8th grade for school, and I enjoyed it, but I think I need to go back and reread it because I was in middle school, and I read Sense and Sensibility my junior year of high school. But I really want to read more. I really want to read Emma the most, I think, but I want to read like all of her other books. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So yeah, those are my top 10 books that I can't believe I haven't read, and hopefully I will have another Top 10 Tuesday soon, but I will see you guys later. Bye.